Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's Astrojyoti Healing. In this video, we are going to see how the week of in this video we are going to see how the second week of June is going to unfold for all signs. Before moving on to all the signs, let us see what are the weekly messages in general that are applicable to all signs. We have solar eclipse on the 10th of June. That means in this week we are going to see people feeling little bit low, people feeling that they are missing out on something, and they can take some abrupt actions. They can take some last minute decisions which may not be that great for them. So the message is, do not change anything in this week. Do not make any new beginnings in this week. Second message is, take care of your health and remember what you consume is very important because that is what you will become. And the third message is, work with your siblings, work with your teammates, and your communication should be very much harmonious, treating them equal, and do not show off or do not have any ego. We have eclipse happening, and hence people may find that whatever they take it for granted may not work out. So do not take anything for granted. Now let us see what are the planetary placements or whatever the transit thing in horoscope for June 2nd week. Moon is going to transit through the signs of Taurus, Gemini and Cancer. That means Moon is going to go through Kritika, Rohini, Mruga, Aradra and Punarvasu Nakshatra. So if you have this nakshatra, you will notice that you will have certain emotional changes in this week. People can feel the last minute change kind of urge, something that can give them instant gratification kind of behavior. Because we have Rahu and Mercury in Taurus, we have Sun and Venus in the sign of Gemini, we have Mars and Moon in the sign of Cancer where Mars is debilitated, and we have Ketu in Scorpio, we have Jupiter in Shatabisha in Aquarius, and we have Saturn retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Now let us see how this week will be for each sign. If you have Moon in Aries, Mesh Rashi or Ascendant in Aries, do not take any last minute decision related to your property or your vehicles. Let the eclipse pass, let this week be over, and you can decide about those things. Take care of your mother's health and drive carefully. If you have Moon in Taurus, Vrishab Rashi, you are on the eclipse axis. Eclipse is happening when Rahu is in Rohini and Moon is in Mrugashira Nakshatra. Just remember, you are dealing with your teammates or your siblings or your neighbors with lot of compassion, empathy. You may feel that they are showing off or they are trying to do something which is not harmonious behavior, but you need to keep your calm and value the relationships. Always remember, any kind of emotional blackmailing or emotional behavior can create lot of tension. If you have moon in Gemini, Mithun Rashi or ascendant in Gemini, do not show off. Work towards the projects that you are working with your teammates, and the most important thing is you have to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself, invest in your team so that you get the best outcome. Take care of your father's health and make sure you are not coming out as somebody who has high ego. If you have moon in Cancer, Karka Rashi, ascendant in Cancer, after coming out from the lunar eclipse, you are trying to settle down. However, there is another eclipse, that is solar eclipse, coming in this week, and you may notice emotional ups and downs. You may feel agitation, you may feel frustration, or you may lose your patience due to some reasons. Please don't do that. Try to invest your time into something that is giving you peace of mind. If elders are more demanding, try to go slow, but don't pick a fight or argue with them. If you have moon in Leo, Simha Rashi, or Lagan in Leo, ascendant in Leo, your Rashi Lord, Lagna Lord, Sun is going through the eclipse. That means there are certain emotions which are very high, certain emotions we are playing very low, and you are going through that pressure. Do not take any illegal means, do not take something that is not right thing to do. Do not show off, and remember, your teammates, your siblings will always work with you. Your friends and network circles are there for you to support in case you want them, but you should approach them with all politeness so that you get the best from this. Let the eclipse pass. Till then, do not take any decisions about kids' investment or any important exam interview. You just have to wait till the eclipse is done and then you can decide. If you have moon in Virgo, ascendant in Virgo, Kanya Rashi, fortunately your Rashi Lord is retrograde. When I say the word fortunately, the reason is that means you have ability to think out of the box and do not get carried away with all the rumors, gossip, or any petty talks that are happening around. Do not be a part of such scheme. Any business, any deals you are trying to sign, don't miss those appointments. Value your time and the other party's time as well. If you have moon in Libra, ascendant in Libra, Tula Rashi, in the second week of June, you may feel the pressure from other people who are superior to you, who are high in rank, who own or are leaders in your organization. Or maybe there is somebody in your family who is more dominant and wants to follow all their principles. You just have to let the eclipse pass and then you can talk politely about what are your terms and what you can do for them and what kind of help you need from them. In terms of personal relationships, always remember, breaking those relationships is very easy. However, trying to maintain those, sustaining them, and working for the relationship is always hard. But you can do it. Your Rashi Lord is giving you that ability. So please use it. If you have moon in Scorpio, ascendant in Scorpio, Vrishchik Rashi, you are part of the eclipse. So you may notice your clients, your business partners, or your spouse is acting weirdly, or they have lot of demands, or they are certainly going through some emotional ups and downs. It is time to support them. Do not use any manipulation tactics. Do not give up on them. It is okay to argue, it is okay to complain, it is okay to shout or sometimes get angry, but do not give up on your partnership. This is the time where they need you, and with their support, you can also get the best from this eclipse. Drive carefully and make sure you take care of your health. If you have Moon in Sagittarius, Ascendant in Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi, in the second week of June, watch out for troubles like indigestion, acidity, or do not take too much stress of work that will make you stay awake at night, and then you have other digestive system issues. Take care of that. Watch out what you are consuming. It is always good to fast on the day of Surya Grahan if your health permits, or at least you can take a diet that is not difficult to digest. Sagittarius folks can do all the upasana, aradhana, research, teaching, and that will give lot of peace of mind. If you have Moon in Capricorn, Ascendant in Capricorn, Makar Rashi, Saturn, your Rashi Lord or Lagna Lord, is not part of the eclipse. However, you will notice lot of turbulence, disturbance from the people whom you are dealing with, whether they are your clients, whether it's your business partner or your spouse. You may notice that they are suddenly looking for fast gains, or they are applying some emotionally manipulative tactics. Don't be a part of it. Keep your calm and keep working. You have been doing great, and you will understand working hard always helps, and you are going to get lot of gains after this eclipse. If you have Moon in Aquarius, Ascendant in Aquarius, Kumbha Rashi, your Rashi Lord, Lagna Lord, Saturn is not part of this eclipse. However, Saturn is the enemy planet for Sun. So you will notice people who are looking for quick gains. Your family wants to do some changes. Maybe you want to do some changes on the house front. Maybe there are some repairs, some last minute issues with the refrigerator or AC system, or something is broken in your house. You may have to take care of those issues. So be prepared for that and watch carefully. If you have Moon in Pisces, Ascendant in Pisces, Meen Rashi, your Rashi Lord Jupiter is not part of the eclipse. However, it is in the nakshatra of Rahu. So, Rahu is going to affect the outcome around the eclipse time. The best option is continue doing your research, be busy with your teaching work, work related to entertainment, creativity, or if you are into the field of meditation and yoga, continue doing that. That is the best time in a way to avoid all the drama or rumors that are going around. After the eclipse, you will notice things will move in the right direction for you. Hope all the signs have gotten the message about not to make any last minute changes in this week. You can do a lot of donations around the eclipse. Do your sadhana, do puja of your Kuladaivat. You can do Durga puja, you can do mantra of Rahu, or you can do Aradhana of Lord Shiva. Remember, eclipse is not continuous. Once the eclipse is done, you can resume your regular work, and you can start new things that you are planning for. Wishing you all the very best. Namaste. Thank you. Shubhamastu.